If you only had 60 minutes a day to learn coding, what would you actually do? Because let's be honest, you probably don't have 5 hours a day. You might have 1, maybe less. And here's the frustrating part. You can spend that 1 hour every day for months and still feel like you're going nowhere. Not because you're lazy, but because you're using that time the wrong way. So let me show you how I would actually use those 60 minutes to learn smarter for maximum efficiency if I had to start over today. If you're new here, I'm Pete and I've been coding professionally since 2012. And one thing I've learned, it's not about how much time you have, it's how you use it. And honestly, that applies to everything in life. Let's start with what most people do, including me, when I started. You sit down, open YouTube or any other platform and watch a tutorial. Or you do something that feels productive, but deep down, you know it's not really moving you forward. And look, tutorials are not bad. I've used them too. We need them. Someone has to teach us somehow. But here is the mistake that most people make. They don't just use tutorials, they rely on them completely. Because watching coding is not the same as doing coding. It's like watching someone go to the gym. You feel like you understand what they're doing, but you're not getting stronger. And then when you try on your own, you get stuck almost immediately. And that's the exact part that frustrates you. So instead of guessing what to do with your time, let me give you something simple you can actually follow. So this is exactly how I would use those 60 minutes if I were starting today. Now, before we go into it, there's one important thing we need to clarify. Not everyone watching this is at the same level. Some of you are just starting out and some of you already know the basics. So this 60-minute system actually works in 2 modes. If you're a complete beginner, you will use it one way. If you already have some experience, you will use it a slightly different way. But the core idea stays exactly the same. The 60-minute structure. Minute 0 to 5, it's your warm-up. In the first 5 minutes, don't try to learn something new. Just look at what you did last time. Your code, where you stopped, what confused you. No YouTube, no AI, just you and your code. And if you haven't built anything yet, that's totally fine. That's your starting point. Everyone starts there. Pick something really small, like displaying text on screen, a button, something really simple. Because right now, you're not trying to impress anyone. You're just trying to start thinking. Minute 5 to minute 40. Build. This is where it actually matters. Now, depending on your level, this part looks slightly different. If you're a complete beginner, you can use a tutorial, but don't just watch it, pause it, type everything yourself, break things, change small parts, try to understand what's actually happening instead of just follow blindly. If you already know some basics, then yes, try to build it yourself first. Pick one small thing and not a full project, not build a website. Just one small thing, like make a button clickable, send data from a form, fetch something from an API. No shortcuts here. Just try. You need to struggle a bit, think through it, and only after that, use help if you really need it. You might surprise yourself. And in both cases, you will get stuck, and that's normal. That's actually the point, because learning doesn't happen when things work. It happens when they don't. And by the way, if you're someone who always gets stuck on what to build next, just comment ideas below. If enough of you want it, I will make a video with project ideas from beginner to advanced, so you always have something to work on. And actually, let me give you something you can use right now. Because this part, this what do I build the next problem, is real. And I've actually been there too. I remember finishing tutorials, feeling like I understood everything. And then sitting there thinking, okay, now what? And most of the time, I would just open another tutorial. Not because I wanted to, but because I didn't know what else to do. And honestly, I really wish AI existed back then. It would have saved me hours and probably weeks and a lot of that frustration of just feeling stuck and lost. So if you want ideas instantly, you can use AI for this way. You can use something like this. I am learning your language or stuck. I am currently at beginner, some basics, intermediate level. I understand things like list a few things you already know. Give me 5 small project ideas I can build that will challenge me a bit but are still realistic for my level. That's it. Keep it simple. And the important part here is that you're not asking AI to build things for you. You're asking it to guide you, and that's a completely different mindset. By the way, if you want the prompt, you can find it in the description below. Now for minutes 40 to 55, debug and learn. Congratulations, now you can get help. Google, AI, documentation, ask a friend, ask in a community, but only now, because now you actually have a problem. Now you have context and a little bit more experience than half an hour ago. And this is where things start to click, because you're not just copying anymore, you're comparing what you tried and what actually works. That gap is where you improve. This is how you get real experience. Now for minute 55 to 60, reflect. Now, for the last 5 minutes, nothing fancy, just ask yourself, what confused me today? What did I struggle with? What did I understand better? That's it. That's how you turn random effort into actual progress. And why this works? Because this forces you to do the thing most people avoid. Thinking, struggling a bit, figuring things out instead of just consuming content all the time. And that's the difference, my friend. What most people do. Most people watch tutorials, copy code, jump between topics, and after weeks or months, they still feel stuck at level 1, even though they've been learning for months. Not because they're not trying, but because they're not training the right skill. And yes, it will feel slow. You will feel like you're not doing enough. But think about this. 1 hour a day, that's 365 hours a year. That's a lot. That's how people quietly get ahead. Small, consistent steps. That's what actually moves you forward. So here's what I would do. Tomorrow, sit down, set a 60-minute timer, and follow what we said so far. Don't overthink it, just start. Save this video and try this tomorrow. If you like this video, hit that like button and share it with a friend who struggles. And of course, subscribe for more content to help you finally become a dev. You don't need more time, you just need a better way to use it. Thanks for watching, you legends. I'm Pete, and I'll see you on the next one.